Good morning, everybody. This is Kim Danke coming to you live on this Wednesday morning, April 27th, 2022, and we are 117 days in to the 2022 edition of the Game of Life. It's just a fun way to think about life. I personally need little ways, little practices, little structures to help me in freedom. You know, I find that when I have some guidelines, I feel more free. So I want to put that out to you because the word that has become the word of freedom here in the Western civilization is not the same freedom as was used in the Bible. The word here in the Western civilized world has become known to do whatever you want to do as long as it doesn't harm anybody else. Where the problem comes in is there is no formal definition of the word harm for us to all have a standard to live by. So I personally, because I'm a follower of Jesus, enjoy having some guidelines and knowing the standards and developing practices. I enjoy that. And it does bring freedom in my mind and in my heart. And I love it. All right. When you hop on here this morning, please say good morning, where you're watching from, and what type of Shibboleth day you're going to have today. I had an intermittent fasting perfect day yesterday, and I'm going to have another one today. Y'all remember, I don't have any left for the month. So, of course, I'm going to have one. I have been contemplating putting myself back into weight loss mode on May 1st, and I'm rethinking that now because I'm thinking about, I know this is going to sound terrible, the things I would miss out on if I did. And then I think, okay, well, how do you get back down to that weight where you wanted to be without stringing a good amount of perfect days together? Well, I could increase my calorie output to get myself more into a calorie deficit in a day. Maybe I should try some of those other types of days, like Cheryl Davis does a Tiger 16 day, and it gets her back to where she needs to be pretty quickly. Maybe I should focus in on some of those. I don't know. So I'm rethinking this. And I'm rethinking it because in my attempt to manage my desire to eat, because when I think about eating, I think about how nice and enjoyable it would be just to sit down and relax with food. That is what I do. I enjoy sitting down and relaxing with food. And so as I'm trying to overcome this, because I am a person who likes to try at least to overcome things that I know I need to overcome, I thought, well, why can't you just have a meal? Why does it have to be sit down and relax with food? Or I don't know. So I'm still working on that. And I am not sure that going back into weight loss mode for me would be the best route. And y'all, I'm still working on this book. Oh my goodness. Look at what I do to a book that does not belong to me, because I have to be able to go back and look at those things when I go back through. I like to learn stuff. I don't just read. I don't skim. I read for understanding. But I wanted to read y'all this definition of a lady who was trying to overcome an addiction. So she wrote, so I don't remember what was before or after that, so I'm just going to read what she wrote. A girl named Leslie Jameson said of overcoming her addiction, "I needed to believe in something stronger than my willpower. This willpower was a fine-tuned machine, fierce and humming, and it had done plenty of things. Gotten me straight A's, gotten my papers written, gotten me through cross-country runs. But when I applied it to drinking, the only thing I felt that I was turning my life into was a small, joyless, clenched fist. The higher power that turned sobriety into more than deprivation was simply not me. That was all I knew." So that was it was funny that I read that last night. I was starting to feel like a small, joyless, depressed, I'm going to add that word in there, depressed, clenched fist. I get that. I totally get that, where she is coming from on there. But look how much other things in life she had accomplished. But once she had forged a mental pathway of drinking, that was something that it was harder for her to break. And she felt like her life was turning into a small, joyless, clenched fist. So this is not, if you have a food addiction or just use food in inappropriate ways, maybe you're more compulsive with it. That's an addiction too. But it's a overcoming. It is a constant and working and trying to overcome that. So I don't know. All I know right now is I will be perfect through the end of April. That's what I know. And I'm going to see where the Lord takes me, because the next chapter in that book was about fasting. Oh, and it was really good. And it was talking about fasting with food. And now a lot of people these days call different things fasting. He says that no, like if you're going to fast from social media or something like that, he says that's not fasting. Fasting has to do with food. But that kind of stuff is called abstinence from that item or that object or that activity. That they're still good too, but it's not really fasting. So you know how I typically fast at least 16 hours every single day. And then I thought, okay, why not try to turn that into joy, real joy? But they aren't talking about like an intermittent fast. They're talking about like, let's fast every single Wednesday or Friday, or pick a day every week and do that. And I think that I might need to work into that if I'm ever going to do that. But I'm thinking that the fasting that I do, since I already do it anyway, instead of feeling like a small, joyless, tightly clenched fist, that I change my mental pathways about it. And I don't always feel like that. It's just sometimes. So anyway, hope y'all are doing well today. The word of the day is great high priest. Great high priest. Isn't it wonderful that we have a great high priest? You know, on Good Friday, over 2,000 years ago, when the Lord gave his life for ours, he exchanged his perfect record for our sinful record. He did that exchange. You know, the veil that covered the inner high priest area, it tore from the top to the bottom. Now there is significance in that. It tore from the top because it was so tall, humans could not reach it. So it was tore from the top to the bottom, revealing that we now have access to that great high priest. We can go straight to him. So that is a wonderful title. That is a wonderful title for him, and that we can go to him in that way. All right, so let's go ahead and read this devotion, and then I'll change glasses and read what y'all are saying this morning. Okay, so today's devotion comes from the Word for You Today app. When you fail, Jesus prays for you. I have prayed for you. Luke 22:32. Simon, Simon, indeed, Satan has asked for you that he may sift you as wheat, but I have prayed for you that your faith should not fail. And when you have returned to me, strengthen your brethren. Are you involved in things you never thought yourself capable of doing? You never thought you would have an affair. You never thought you would cheat, steal, and lie to get ahead. You never thought you would become jealous and resentful of someone else's success. You never thought you would neglect or mistreat your family. You never thought you would get hooked on pornography. You never thought that you would become addicted to drugs and alcohol. You're not alone. Peter swore that he would never deny Jesus, but he did. He not only once did it, but repeatedly. Did Peter love the Lord? Absolutely. But because he was weak, he turned his back on him. What a load of guilt to carry. No wonder he went out and wept bitterly. But Jesus knew in advance it would happen and told Peter that he would be praying for him. Here is an amazing thought. When you sin, Jesus prays for you. Therefore, he is also able to save the uttermost, those who come to God through him, since he always lives to make intercession for them. Picture this. You're struggling with a sinful habit, while at the same time, Jesus presents his cleansing blood to the Father and petitions him for help and mercy on your behalf. Will Jesus' prayers on your behalf be answered? Of course. And like Peter, however long it takes, he will work with you until you're restored. So I'm just, grateful in knowing that he prays for me. When we fail, he prays for me. And not just that, when we have our different struggles or battles, then he prays for us. And we can ask him to pray for us. Some things that I've been thinking through lately, I've actually thought, maybe I need to see a counselor or something. And then guess what? I heard in my head, Jesus is your counselor. And I was like, oh, good. You know what? I don't have to make an appointment. I don't have to get in the car. I don't have to drive anywhere. I don't do anything. I have access to a counselor at all times. And just lay it out there. Lay anything out there. He is the one that you can trust your innermost thoughts with, because guess what? He already knows them. Might as well be honest. Might as well be honest and let him help you work through those things. So in this book that I'm reading, the second thing that he was really talking about after fasting was confession. And he was saying how you should confess your sins to other people. And they were talking about how in the Catholic world, confession kind of got misused a little bit back in the day, and it still could be. But he was talking about all the things that happened behind that private screen and all that kind of stuff that it's just not been good. So people like Protestants and other people just drop that all together. But the confession is actually still good. So, he said to confess to other people. Man, that's a scary thought, So I'm glad I have that high priest that I can go to. I'm glad I have that counselor that I can go to. So that's where I will start. I believe in starting where you can, and he does too. This author, he says, you know what? Start where you are. And that's the same thing with Shibboleth. Sometimes people will say, well, I don't like to eat with bagged food and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, what you eating now? Or if you believe in eating healthy, because the world has told you that you have got to eat a certain way to be the in group, eating clean and all that kind of stuff, but that's not what you're doing, and that's what you think you have to turn to automatically, you're never going to lose weight. But if you think, okay, I can take my bag of Cheetos and I can turn those Cheetos into Benito's mac and cheese crunch, hey, that is a turn that's going to help you. You can turn your Pop-Tarts into the legendary tasty pastry. That's a better turn. And let's not have a whole box of Pop-Tarts. Let's use the legendary tasty pastry as a snack, or have it with a protein drink like Healthwise hot chocolate, or the Kroger Carb Master milk, or fat-free Fairlife milk. Turn it into a perfect pairing and a meal replacement. You still feel like you're getting that stuff. You're using it more appropriately. You are starting where you are. And that's one of the benefits of Shibboleth, is we help you start where you are. If you are eating sandwiches now that are fat storing sandwiches, buddy, we can help you turn that into a fat burning sandwich. So in any practice that you are wanting to do, start with the things and the little edits that you know you can make, and let them forge new neural pathways in your mind so that you get them down. And then you fold in another one. You fold in another one. And then you do them for a long period of time. That's why when people get started in the beginning, I'll say string as many efficient fat burning days together as you can. Because planned or unplanned, a holiday is coming. But then to get that weight back off, that you did put on over the holiday, if it wasn't just a little hollow meal, then you got to string another set of efficient fat burning days together, as many as you can. String them together to get that. So anyway, I would like to talk this morning. Okay. These dogs are barking to get in the house. Like they're outside barking away. Hey, Kathy, good morning from Michigan. Having a perfect day. Hey, Chris, good morning. Happy Wednesday, hump day. She puts us a camel in there. to make us smile. IMF Day in Jacksonville, Florida. She's doing the Wow Protein Pie #2. Scale is on the move again after my weekend reassessment of my goals. 2 pounds since Monday. Congratulations. And 16 pounds from Wonderland. Congratulations, Chris. Yes, I'm glad that you did that reassessment. That's what we have to do. We have to take inventory. We have to check our heart. Where is it? What are we doing? Okay, let's keep going. Good morning. I want you to know I prayed for your sister this morning as well. Hey, Diane, good morning from Columbus, Mississippi, a planned holiday, and thank you for sharing. Now, just because I'm thinking about holidays hard right now, Diane, I'm going to encourage a challah meal, okay? Not a hog trough day. Hey, Ron, good morning on a perfect day from Lilburn, Georgia. Hey, Diane, good morning, Columbus, Mississippi. Oh, there she, I hadn't read this part, but look, she probably read my mind, especially after I started talking. Planned challah meal at church this evening. Shared. Thank you for sharing. Hey, Debbie, I'm glad to see you on here, Debbie. We would love to see you in class. Having a perfect day. Debbie, I'm going to be continuing to teach in class on Monday nights at 6. This coming Saturday is my last Saturday to teach, but we will still have class. We're going to rotate teachers, and that's going to be fun. Different people just bringing up things that they want to talk about and more accountability type meetings. So that's going to be what we're going to do on Saturdays. We will still have class in Kennesaw on Saturdays, but I am doing what I think is a beautiful thing. Taking away one thing that I love to add in a different thing that I love. I have loved being with the Shibboleth members on Saturday mornings for the past 3 years. I have loved it. It's been wonderful. But I got a grandbaby coming and they might need me on Saturday, and I want to enjoy and love that without any thoughts in the back of my head, without any wondering, oh, should I be there? Are they doing okay? Without having to do all of that. So I'm making a change. And because there are seasons. Hey, Amanda, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Excited to be down 5 pounds for the week. Congratulations. So y'all, I did a little weight loss inventory the other day. And Brandy Norman, she went, she said, I've lost 40 pounds. Well, the last time I've heard it, I heard it before, but somehow it clicked on Saturday. I was like, whoa, you went from 25 pounds to 40 like that. It seems like it. And Amanda, she said that she'd lost, was it 60 something, Amanda? I was like, she went from 65, I think. Amanda went from 50 to 65. Just, like that. And look, now 5 more pounds. It's amazing. I'm planning a perfect day today. I'll be flying to Texas for 10 days today and haven't flown in 20 years. So please say a prayer for my anxiety and a prayer for that while I'm gone, I can stay on plan as much as possible. Awesome. Amanda, we will. Lord, please answer this prayer right here. Amanda has put it out to us. Y'all give some hearts to Amanda, letting her know she's worked so hard. So just give some hearts, letting her know that you agree with her prayer that she has put right here. Hey, Cheryl, good morning. Tiger 16 Day in Clarksville, Georgia. Hey, Nikki, good morning from Murphy, North Carolina. Glad you're on here with us today. Hey, Polly, good morning. Good morning, Colleen from Michigan, having a perfect day. And Erica from Wichita, IMF Day today. Hey, Dana, IMF Day in Mulvane, Kansas. Chris, that's wonderful. You encourage me. Yes, I love that we can encourage each other. Hey, Alicia, good morning from Fort Oglethorpe, having a Lion Day, down 5 holiday pounds. Yay! Only 2 more to go to get to pre-holiday. Did you hear that number, y'all? 7. That's what can happen on a holiday, but that's why we've got a plan. We get back to business, and she gets there, and then you string as many efficient fat-burning days together as you can to get down lower. And then you have a holiday or 2 or 4 or something. I don't know. Great job, Alicia. Hey, Charlene, good morning from Michigan, having a perfect day. Let's see, Becky Hawkins, welcome. We're glad that you are here. Good morning, perfect day. Where can I find more information about Phase 2 and Tiger and Lion Days? I just got my victory badge. That is awesome, and congratulations. Okay, so what I would do is go into the video library. Go into the video library and click on the I've forgotten what the names of the things are. But Tiger, I think maybe the Tiger Library. Go into the Tiger Library in the video library, Becky. That's where all of the tiger videos and lion videos are going to be. Phase 2 is just continuing to live the lifestyle and watching the videos that are in the journal. Once you've watched 60 journal videos that are sitting there in the journal, Becky, then you'll get your phase 2 badge. Okay? But go to the video library for the Tiger and Lion Days. And in the food library button, there is a little separate tab, I think it's orange, that says Tiger 16 Days. When you click on there, it'll break down the tiger, lion, and shark food lists. Okay? So put the watching of the videos together with the food lists, Becky. So you're going to access the food library and the video library and watch journal videos to get that phase 2 badge. All right, Diane. Let's see, Diane. We have a ministry called Families Count for Parents, and all of our participants so far are recovering addicts. Their testimonials are amazing. Yes, I've actually had a lady whose husband is a drug addict tell me that he said he wished he had something like Shibboleth to do. And I told him, just turn it into it. Just turn it into it. Because you can go into the Shibboleth profile and mark Zealot. And Zealot would mean that you don't have any holidays ever. And he could turn that into his thing. So he could modify this for that purpose. Because if you're a drug addict or an alcoholic, you don't need to have those ever. Food, we probably don't. But you know what I want to do with food is just be able to think properly about it. Lori, good morning. It's going to be a perfect day in Kennesaw. Woo, woo, Kennesaw, Georgia. Polly says, I get that clenched fist story. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And yesterday, I did not enjoy yesterday. A couple things going on. I have been exhausted, and I don't even know why. I have been eliminating things from my life, so why am I feeling as exhausted? But I have. So I felt some exhaustion. Could have been from eating improperly. Don't know. Probably. Then I did not put on makeup yesterday. Today, I don't have to go anywhere, but look, I got on makeup. Because it just makes you feel better, like ready to go. And it was dreary. And I just did not enjoy yesterday. It was almost like just forcing myself to get through the day. So, y'all, I just think that anytime we need to hear from other people, go onto one of the Facebook groups and say, this is what I'm feeling right now. Let's do it. Help me. And let people encourage you, because that will get you involved and everything. So I understand that, Polly. Let's work on that, unclenching it with the Spirit's help by walking in the Spirit. See, the unclenching of the fist is going to come from walking in the Spirit, letting Him bring you that joy. But it's a practice. Thank you, Chris, for typing in Great High Priest. Thank you. Hey, Cindy from St. Paul, Virginia. Perfect, beautiful day on the mountain. I love to learn also. We're together on that. Awesome. Thank you, Alicia, for extending that information about how to get to the Tiger Days. Charlene says, you can fast other things. It's to spend time with the Lord and seek Him versus spending time with doing other things. Yes, he was just saying that really in the true nature of fasting, that it has to do with food. He was calling all of those other things abstinence, but that people have been giving it the word fasting. So I don't know I think he was just trying to be, I don't know what he was trying to point out. That's a great idea too, Alicia, to Becky, to have a chat with Joni, because that would be encouraging. Great High Priest. Thank you, Chris, for typing in the verse. So glad Jesus prays for me, Polly says. Awesome. Thank you for that link. I love the helpfulness here. Diane, thank you for typing in that link for Becky. Hey, Jennifer, good morning. Perfect day in Niles, Michigan. Good morning, Suzette from Southeast Kansas. I am F-Day. And then, oh yeah, well, Diane, what Daisy is here. She's just out in the backyard with Winky right now. She did get a haircut. She's all cute and everything. Let's see. Nikki says, good morning from Murphy. Hollow meal last night. 16-hour fast today with a perfect dinner meal. Enjoy, Nikki. That is awesome. So 67 pounds today, Amanda. Congratulations. Man, I know that you are feeling good. Feeling good. Amanda, yes. Yeah. Zealot is an option in the profile. You can set it to weight loss mode, maintenance mode, or zealot. I don't mention zealot very much because not many of us are willing to do that. But I was wanting to point out that if you are a different kind of addict, maybe you don't ever need to have that. And so you could use the zealot mode. Diane says, I'm bipolar with manic depression, and some days it's a struggle just to get out of bed. Yep. I joined Travis Live at 11 and 12. He's so inspiring. I usually get some chores done while listening. Yes. I'm so thankful that he does that. I mean, I just want people to know. I want him to know how many people he helps. And one of the ways that we can let him know that is by helping people become lifetime members of Shibboleth and helping him continue to do this as his main source of income. Becoming a partner. If this is benefiting us, don't just take it for free. I know Diane doesn't, but don't just take it for free. If this is benefiting you, help him help others. Help him continue to help you. So, anyway. All right, I talked a lot today. Okay, so we're going to hop off of here. Y'all go ahead and journal what type of day you're having and type in hashtag Shibboleth for his glory if you're watching on replay. Bye, everybody.